Hey, all you really wild animals out there. Have you ever wondered why are monkeys such good swingers? What animals related to both the horse and the rhino? How dangerous is a piranha? Does Polly really want a cracker? And what the heck is a Watson? Well, the answers are coming at you, so hang on. It's National Geographic's Really Wild Animals. Totally tropical rainforest. All right. Yee-hoo! Hey, gang, it's me, Spin. Pack your pith helmet. We're heading for the tropical rainforest. How do we know we're there? Because I say so. And because we're surrounded by big trees. Heat and humidity. Lots of rain. And thousands of different kinds of plants and animals. Yep, it's a tropical rainforest, all right. One of my favorite places to hang.
What a wild and crazy place. So many neighbors taking up space. Move over, I need a little space of my own. Yeah. Up in the canopy, they're having a bash. The mid-layers getting hit with the trash. We're all different, but we share this rainy home. It's the greenhouse, the greenhouse. Ooh-wee, what a variety. Living in a slice of paradise. Greenhouse. Trees on my left, vines on my right. The bottom layer doesn't get much light. Jump back, Jack, I'm trying to find a spot in the sun. Yeah. Everybody's doing just what they feel. Someone's bed is someone else's meal. Surviving is a full-time job for everyone. In the greenhouse, the greenhouse. Love to hang, I'm part of the gang. Living in a slice of greenhouse. At night all the faces change. Kinda beautiful, kinda strange. You might find porcupines, owls, cats, lots of bats. Greenhouse, the greenhouse. Some of us like to go so slow. Living in a slice of paradise. We're living in the big green greenhouse. Greenhouse.
There are different kinds of rainforest all over the world, but not all are tropical. Look, here's one over here, and here. There are even some in the United States and Canada. But tropical rainforests are found near my middle, also called the equator. And that's where we are, the tropical rainforests of Central and South America. Do you want to see where they are? Here it's humid and hot most of the time, and it rains like you wouldn't believe. Plants and animals really go for that hot and muggy stuff. More than half of all species in the world live in a tropical rainforest. All rainforests have another thing in common. They're divided into levels, formed by trees and other vegetation, where different animals hang out. Where's that chart? Here, I'll show you. The name of the rainforest game is Sunlight. Who gets it, who doesn't? Down here on the floor, it's dark and shady. The higher you go, the brighter it gets, up through the mid-layers, all the way up to the canopy. It's kind of like a big, leafy, drippy apartment building. Whoa! Want to meet the neighbors? Well then, step into my totally tropical elevator and I'll show you around. First stop, ground level. Welcome to the forest floor. Okay, there's not much of a view, but at least you can stash the shades. See what I mean about how dim it is? The good thing is, most of the bugs and other animals down here don't really mind. This jaguar, for instance, those reflecting cat eyes help him see in dim light, and he's got a terrific sense of smell, too. The jaguar's a champion tree climber, river swimmer, and all-round hunter. Think about it. With spotted coat and soft padded paws, he can sneak up on practically anybody without being seen or heard, which makes it great to be a jaguar, and not so great to be a tapir, opossum, or other animal unlucky enough to get in his way. No doubt about it, the jaguar's the king of the rainforest. Hey, he weighs up to 110 kilograms. I'm not going to argue. For the most part, jaguars pretty much keep to themselves, except when it's time for romance. Somehow all that mushy stuff really brings out the kitten in a cat. And what could be more romantic than a moonlit night in a tropical rainforest? Another hunter who lives on the floor is the terrifying tarantula. Some of these guys are almost as big as dinner plates, but he's not as nasty as he looks. His bite's actually no worse than a bee sting. But watch out for that fuzzy body. Those hairs can sting and itch. Oh, and don't go trick-or-treating at his place dressed as an insect. Watch out! Ooh. It's a hard, hungry world. Eat someone for dinner, someone else eats you for breakfast. In this case, she's called the coati. A cousin to the raccoon, she has quite a taste for tarantula. She even knows how to get those disgusting hairs off. Either that or she's trying to tickle him to death. Streams and rivers are also part of the forest floor, and here in the rainforest, you'll find the fish with the baddest reputation around, the piranha. But don't believe the hype. Sure, certain piranhas have been known to hang in gangs and feast on fellow fishes, but some piranhas are actually vegetarians. Others just nibble tiny pieces off their neighbors and swim away real fast. It's okay, the fins grow back. Ouch! That must hurt. Not all of the animals on the forest floor dine on their neighbors. Some eat only veggies, like the gentle tapir. She's kind of a cousin to both the horse and the rhinoceros, although that nose seems to have a mind of its own. Unlike a lot of the locals, the tapir wouldn't hurt a fly, not unless she sat on one, that is. She's a terrific swimmer, though, and spends a lot of her time paddling peacefully around, surrounded by fish. It's not her sense of humor the fish like. It's the food she stirs up every time she chomps on a plant. Hey, look. Something's up with this bunch of ants over here. Let's check in with our ace reporter, Dan Rathernot, with live coverage from the forest floor. Can you read me, Dan?
Yes, thanks, Spin.
Yes, there's lots of excitement on the forest floor. Swarms of ants are running around, but nobody's talking. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm doing a bug on the street report for our viewers. Hello? Hi, I'm a reporter for Really Wild News Network. What are you doing with all those leaves anyway? Oh, watch out! Oh. Well, okay, so maybe everyone's too busy to stop and chat. These ants are called leaf cutters because that's what they do. Cut pieces out of leaves and other plant parts and haul them home. The cutting's the easy part. If you want to know what it's like to be one of these ladies, and it is the females who do all the work, just try hoisting a dining room table over your head and carrying it for more than 40 kilometres. Whew. Now, what do the ants do when they get the leaves home? Well, they don't eat them. That would be too easy and not nearly gross enough. No, everyone chews the leaves up, sprays disgusting ant goo all over them, waits for yummy fungus to grow, and chows down on that. It's just like growing your own vegetables, only a lot yuckier. And speaking of dining delights, I'm kind of hungry myself. Where can a globe get a meal around here? Oh, waiter!
Yeah, hi, I'm your waiter, Charlie. Welcome to Darwin's Greasy Spoon, the finest food on the forest floor. Let me tell you about today's specials. First, you've got your snake special. It's a pile of fresh frog eggs in a delightful jelly sauce. Hey, you didn't want me to fry those up? I'll forget it. For the ocelot that eats a lot, we've got freshwater fish, all you can eat, but you've got to catch it. Hey, I was going to bake that for you. I'll forget it. The Jaguar green plate special, turtle on the half shell. Huh? Well, I won't bother grilling that for you, but sit tight and I'll get you a can opener. Enjoy your meal here at Darwin's, folks. Tipping is always appreciated.
Let's face it, probably the number one activity in the rainforest is finding food. The number two activity is making sure you don't end up as food. It's all part of something called the food chain. A frog eats a bug, an opossum eats a frog, a margay eats the opossum. Sound tough? It is. That's why someone like the basilisk lizard doesn't stick around when there's a snake nearby. Whoa! How come he can run on water and you can't? 3 reasons. 1, he's very light. 2, he's got extra big feet. And 3, his parents are basilisk lizards. And yours aren't. I hope.
Would you like some leafy greens? There's lots to go around. Or do you care for slightly bigger things crawling on the ground? Try to snatch it, catch it. You better use your legs. Eat it up before it's hatched. How do you like your eggs? What do you want for lunch? What do you want to munch? Oh, that nibble or a crunch. You better watch your back or you might be someone's snack for lunch. It's the rule around here. Everybody's gotta have lunch. Oh, someone eats the seeds. The seeds get spread around. Another cycle of life begins along the forest ground. As rivals for survival keep replenishing the land, the forest grows and life will go as Mother Nature planned. What do you want for lunch? What do you want to munch? Oh, that nibble or a crunch. You better watch your back or you might be someone's snack for lunch. It's the rule around here. Everybody's gotta have what do you want for lunch? What do you want to munch? Oh, that nibble or a crunch.
All right, elevator going up. All visitors for the mid-layers. See how it's getting brighter out there? Up here, there's loads of interesting animals. Like that master of disguise, the leaf mantis. That's funny. He was here a second ago. Oh, there he is. Blending in with the background. Or camouflage. is one of the oldest survival tricks in the book. Remember the food chain? If you're not careful, you're somebody's lunch, right? Well, camouflage comes in mighty handy at moments like that. I mean, who wants to eat a stick anyway? Even though there's more light in the mid-layers, some animals just sleep during the day and run around at night. They're called nocturnal animals. One nocturnal animal, the margay, isn't much bigger than a house cat. But don't let his size fool you. He's got a tough guy reputation. Oh yeah, real tough. You need your mom to help you beat up a moth? One of the best known nocturnal animals in the world is this charming fellow, the bat.